Hi everybody, welcome to my floss tube. My name is Doreen and this is Privies and Prims, and thanks to everyone coming over, the new ones and the ones that have been here with me for a while. So today I think is October 29th, 2023. So welcome everybody. It is a gorgeous day out in the fall and it's gonna get cold, but right now it is gorgeous. So I have my windows open. So I have some things to show you today, and at the end I'm going to show you some primitive doll patterns that I have. So I'm trying to think of like fun names for each day. So we do Wool Wednesday now, the hashtag Wool Wednesday when I have something to show you. So I was thinking we could do hashtag Sewing Sunday, except that I have to force myself to actually sew like a doll or something. So I don't know how often that's going to happen. But today I'm going to show you some stuff. So I'm going to put that at the end of the video because I'm not sure if everyone is interested in that. But I used to make a lot of prim dolls, so I'll show you some of that. As far as my, let's go into haul today. We'll start out with that. So one thing I want to show you is I got these at Dollar Tree yesterday. These teeny little sunflowers, and they do have stems on them. And if you know me, you know I don't like bright colors, so these will be grunged. I will dump them in coffee or walnut stain. And I have a little metal thing that I showed a while ago. Let me get that and show you. I have this little thing, if you remember that. I bought it in an antique store, and these might be just the right size to go in there. And then I'll put a little punch or a cross stitch on the front, and I think that would be really cute. It's probably not going to happen anytime soon, but, and I think whatever I put on there, I may put it where it's like magnetic so it's removable, or maybe with Velcro so that I can switch it out, because something Christmas would look really cute in there also. So check your Dollar Tree in the craft section because they do have stuff. I wanted to show you, I have more haul, but I want to show you these. If you saw my tutorial for the acorns, I don't even know how to show you all these. I have a whole bag full that I made. Here's a double one. So, but if you haven't seen that tutorial, go back and look for it because these came out really cute. So those are some, I try to use like earthy colors, and it almost makes them look realistic. And so I'm gonna drop them. They're really hard to show, but see if I can do this. Probably not. Anyway, go back and look at that tutorial. There you can kind of see them. They came out really cute anyway. So I have this whole bag full because it's kind of addicting. You know, once you start cutting those little circles, you just keep going. So I want to show you those. I just have all this in front of me, and I'm just going to grab as I go and show you. I need to check if they're still on sale, but this is Daisy K's Primitives. She's on Etsy, and she has some real simple little small pin keep patterns. And when I bought this one, it was on sale, and I think the sale might end tomorrow, but it was only like $5.80. So she has a bunch of little small pin keep size patterns. So check her out, Daisy K's Primitives. I will put the link down in the description box. And see what else I have for haul. I have some unbelievable, well, let me show you these first. I went to Cross Stitch and Crafts yesterday in Johnson City, Tennessee. That is my LNS. And Annie, the proper stitcher, was there, and Bonnie was there from the Nebby Needle. And so I bought one pattern from each of them, and then one that was just from the store. I'm pretty well disciplined, I guess, according to some of you, when I go into shops, because I buy a lot of patterns from Etsy because I really like the real primitive ones, and I don't find those in the cross stitch stores. So, but I do want to support them. So I buy things that I like. It's just not where I get the majority of my stuff. So this one is With Thy Needle and Thread, Brenda Gervais. It's called Snow Magical. And I'm going to make this a little more prim. Let me take it out. I see a glare. I'm going to make this a little more prim than what it shows here. And that wooden thing that it is on, you can buy online. I looked it up. And I think it was between $15 and $20. Now, I'm going to insert a picture here because Dollar Tree has something that is the same shape. I think it's like a MDF, it's called, what it's made of. It's very close to this same shape. I think the bottom might be a little different. I'm going to try it. I'm going to look for one at Dollar Tree and see if I can get this to fit on there. And of course you paint it and everything and make it the way you want it. But I'm going to check that out, and then I will let you know after I do it, which I'm not sure. That'll be sometime between now and Christmas. And then from the Nebby Needle, I bought this one because I have to do some ornaments for a group of friends, and I think I have to do 5. So this picture does not do it justice as to what they look like in person. In person, they're so pretty. They're kind of the size of a cookie, and they look like a really quick stitch. So I thought for doing, since I have to do 5 of them, I think, this would be a great one to do. So those are from the Nebby Needle, and it's called 4 Merry Quakers. So you can find her. She doesn't have a website. She sells through the LNSs, so I'm not sure where else she would sell. But my store is called Cross Stitch and Crafts in Johnson City, Tennessee, and they will mail to you whatever you want to buy from there. And the other one I bought was from Annie, the Proper Stitcher, and I'll put pictures after this at the end. We had some pictures taken. So this one, again, in person, is so pretty. And I'm going to insert a picture here. I have a picture of it that I took as a close-up of the actual model. Winter Sampler is what that's called. And it is stitch count 82 by 80. She used 36 count Mojito Smoothie by Grace Notes Fabrics, which, if you know me, you know I just like, I don't order the fabrics from the shops. I can't afford that. So I use what I have. But that is by Annie, the Proper Stitcher. And she has a website. I believe it's, I don't know if it's an Etsy store. theproperstitcher.com. So you can go to her website. All right. My other haul. This is amazing, amazing, amazing haul. I went to visit my mom the other day, and there's a thrift store near her that benefits the animal shelter. And I always go in there and check the craft section and see what I can find. I haven't even taken these out of the bag yet. This is a bag of linen, and it was $8. You can see how much is in there. So I'm going to open it. Hopefully you don't mind all this noise because I have 4 packs. So I will go through this real quick with you. This says Lagana 25 count mushroom. And look. All right, so tell me, I got this whole pack for $8. I don't even know, because I don't buy fabric in the grocery stores. I don't even know what all this stuff is worth, but I know it's worth more than $8. This is also Lugana 25 count Wedgwood. And I'm not going to open each one up, but you can see it's a pretty good size piece. It's all folded. Lugana 25 count Terracotta. And Lugana 25 count Moss. It's a really pretty mint green. And these are all folded, so these are good size pieces. And some scraps here of Lugana 25 count Bone. And there's just some scraps. So all of that was in a bag for $8. Amazing, right? I bought all of the packages that had like the higher counts. I should have gotten it all. I should have just, because, you know, I thought about it afterwards. Gosh, it's almost an hour away. And if I go back over there, I'm going to definitely check again, but it's probably gone. But I should have got it all because I could have used it for like door prizes for the retreats or for giveaways. So these other packages I got were $4. And, well, the colors, you know, this is a baby pink and a baby blue. I probably would use the blue, but probably not the pink. But I'm wondering, like, what if I took a coffee stain or a walnut stain and stained that? So I'm going to do it on a scrap and I'm going to see what it comes out to be like. And so, because those colors I just wouldn't use because I like primitives. So this is a Melinda 30 count bridal white, which I've never heard of Melinda, but you probably have. Again, this is folded. It's a good size piece. This is Melinda 30 count fawn. It's kind of, it's not showing up the right color, but it's kind of a really, really, really pale pink. And this is Melinda 30 count pink blush, which is like a pastel, like a baby color pink. Melinda 30 count French blue. Melinda 30 count willow green. And this is a smaller piece. That's it right there. And then Melinda 30 count lemon ice, and that's folded. So all of those, $4. I know. Hit jackpot, right? Let's see what the next package. Like I said, you're hearing the tape because I haven't even opened these yet. Okay, so this is just one piece and it was $4. Belgium linen 35 count ivory. And that's half of it because it's folded in half. And then one more. This one's probably my favorite because of the color. All of these, except for this one, will be altered because they're too bright and white. This is linen. It just says linen 26 count light brown. Now, this I love. This one's a little stiffer. I don't know. Well, you can see right through it. I don't know what kind of linen this is, but it's a little bit stiffer. But it says 26 count. And that was $4. So I think you'll agree that was a good buy. So, and I really wish I had gotten all of it, like, because the rest was lower counts and more open weave. So I knew I wouldn't stitch on it, but I should have gotten it anyway, just because it was so cheap. And a friend of mine, the next day, everything was 25% off. And a friend of mine was over in that town, but she had already been there and left. So she didn't know that I wanted it. So it was too late. Okay, let me show you. Oh, I have this ribbon here to remind me. I made a pillow for my mom on Mother's Day, and I didn't have time because I decided that morning that I was going to see her. I decided that morning that I was going to make it, so I stitched it really, really fast in one morning, and then it was time to leave, and I didn't get to put any trim or anything on it, and it's taken me this long, but I finally went over the other day, and this is a really pretty, like a mint green. And I went over the other day and took this with me with some needle and thread. And this was actually on clearance from Michael's. And I put some ruched ribbon around the edge. So I'll insert a picture here of what that looks like. It came out really cute. She loves bright colors. She's the opposite of me. And she doesn't approve of me grunging everything, but it's okay because it's for me. Okay, the next thing is I'm going to do the giveaways. Let's go through the giveaways. And then I have some more things to show you. I'm all over the place, I know. All right, I do want to say, if you watch the giveaway video, I did say to watch to the end of the video, to check your settings, to make sure you're a public subscriber. There were 2 people that their names, well, one person's name was drawn and they weren't a public subscriber, so I couldn't verify that they were a subscriber. I had a lot of hard time with that word subscriber, it seems. So I picked another name, and that person also was not a public subscriber. So then I had to pick a third name until I got one. So if you go back and look at your comment on that video, some of you may not be getting notifications on your comments, but if you go back and look at my reply to your comment on the giveaway video, you may see on there that I said to watch to the end of the video because you weren't showing up as public. So those people, if you want to win in the future in my giveaways, you'll need to change your settings. And I'm so sorry about that. It's just, that's the way it needs to be, because these are given as appreciation for you subscribing and watching my videos. And I need to verify that you are a subscriber. So we're going to move on. I think I had, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 giveaways for my 3,000 subscribers. And I thank you, every one of you. And it's rising up. Even since then, it's going up really quickly for me. So I thank you for that. So the first one I'm going to say is the linen. And you had to use the keyword linen. And the winner of that is a Quilter's Craft Room. So everyone that is a winner here, congratulations. And get in touch with me through email. It's priviesandprims@yahoo.com. If I don't answer you, it may have went in my spam, but I'll try to remember to check that. But you can also contact me on Instagram at Doreen Brannan. It's BRANNAN .priviesandprims. There was an Amazon gift card, and that goes to Mary Hogan. So Mary Hogan, get in touch with me, and I will email you that gift card. There's weaver's cloth for punch needle, goes to Carol Town. Congratulations, Carol. I think that's a ½ yard of weaver's cloth. And the Silver Creek Samplers, My Christmas List, goes to Tamara Pierce. Congratulations, Tamara. The Buttermilk Basin Pattern Handwork Mends My Soul goes to Quiltma Sue Gooden. And the last one is Teresa's Primitive Treasures. This is a punch needle pattern, Faith, Hope, and Love. And that goes to Ethel. Is it Whedon or Wedden? W-E-D-A-N. So congratulations, everyone. Again, get in touch with me at priviesandprims@yahoo.com. All right, so I'm going to show you some finishes. These are not FFOs because they're not for me. So I send these are for a shop owner, and I will send them to her, and then she will finish them. Oh, I do have a picture of one of the past finishes, and I will insert that here. I sent it to her, and she put it on a board, so I'm going to insert that here. That was one of the past finishes I did for her, a Halloween pattern. So in this grouping, she sent me 8 patterns, and these are the end. If you hear that beeping, there's a church bus backing up out there. These are the end of the 8, so those are finished now. So now I can fully focus on, until she sends me another package, I can focus on my things. So I will have a lot more cross-stitch things. So I'll talk about that in a few minutes. But this is the Merry Old Soul punch needle by Brenda Gervais. So I'm going to show you something. This is with I Needle and Thread. Now look at that picture, and do you see a snowman on there? It's right down here. But see how dark it is? So this is why shop owners have samples. This is not a shop owner. This is not a shop sample, by the way. This is just for the owner. But look at the difference. Can you see it? You can see what's in frame. So you see the difference in the actual product and the picture. It's so much different. So that is the pattern. And it's lightly coffee stained because the color that she said to use was pure white. And I've talked to you before about using the colors and buying a whole spool. This is totally Valdani. And when I've talked to you before about buying, you know, well, this color is only used here, so just use some DMC. So this is a prime example. If you see that snowman down there, you see how tiny his nose is? That's the only time that color is used, I think, in this pattern. So you're going to buy, you know, a $4, $5, $6 ball of Valdani, depending on which one you get. It might be this house store too. I'm not sure. That might be the same color. But anyway, for that little tiny bit, gosh, just use DMC. So go through it before you go out and buy and order all that thread. And it'll save you so much money because there's so many colors in that. And then the last one that I did for her, I finished this one last night. And I'm excited because now, you know, the work part is behind me. And now I get to do my stuff for fun. And this one is Heartstring Samplery. And it's called Fearless. And you'll see these flowers down here are these berries. They're kind of a rose color. Like a pinkish. You see that tulip? Except for the called for color is a burgundy color. It's not that rosy color. So here is my finish. And if you look at the berries, make sure I can show you. I'm trying to peek. You see the berries? They're actually two different colors. And if you look at the one on the pattern picture, they are two different colors, but they're not the colors that are called for. So if you punch this, it's not going to come out to be the exact same colors on the picture. And that is the finish. Now, the bird is another thing. The bird is a Weeks Dye Works, and the background is Ecru DMC, and you can see they're about the same color. So I just made the executive decision to outline the bird because otherwise you wouldn't even see it. It would just blend in. And I think it looks okay outlined. I just used a brown 3-strand floss of Valdani and that I already had, and I outlined that. So, and I finished these as I always show you. I just fold it to the back. It's ironed to the back, and then I just put a line of glue on it. But there's the back of my punching. Some people say they like the back better than the front. Now this one was coffee stained, so it looks a little different, but you can still see the punching. Some people ask, how close do I do my rows? This is the back, so that's what you're looking at. I do them pretty close. So that is the punch needle. Let's get on to cross stitch. Is that what y'all are here for? You know, I've been working on the Teresa Kogut, the big pattern, the biggest one I've ever done. Teresa Kogut Happy House. I'm not going to show the pattern anymore because this is for someone. So I don't want to show finished because they might figure it out. But this is how much I have done. I am super proud of myself. Look at that house. I've got it almost complete. I just have to put the other windows in. The part that's open is, that's not stitched on, is windows. So it's different colors. And then that little peak on the end of the roof is different colors also. But so far, I am super happy with it. I have not cheated yet. Have not cheated. I'm still monogamous on this. Excuse me. You know, I was going to do that little turkey pattern. Where is that? It is very close here somewhere under all my mess. Has very echo stitches. I was going to do that one because I said it was just so darn cute. I couldn't wait. She's on Etsy. You can get that on Etsy. Well, busy doing the cross or the punch needle. I guess that's what kept me monogamous on this because I got a break from it when I did the punch needle. And then I would just come back and do this. So, but I'm really pretty far along and I'm really happy with it. And I just need it to be done within 4 weeks, which definitely there's no reason I can't do that. So this week, I am going to cheat on this, most definitely, because I have some smalls that I want to do, and I want to do those knock them out real quick ones and get some more content to show you next week. So I'm going to definitely put that aside for a couple days. I might work on it a little bit. I don't know, but I definitely have some smalls that I'm going to work on and get some finishes. So that is the cross stitch, and sorry, that is all I have to show you. That's like my only whip on cross stitch. So let's go to the primitive dolls, if you're interested in that. And I showed you this guy, if you've been with me for a while. I showed you this guy probably last year. Said, yeah, I'm going to finish him. Well, you see, he's not done yet. He's just been sitting in a box in the closet. And he's got these little sticks here. There is no excuse for me to not have this finished, because all I have to do is drill those holes in this board and stick his feet in there, these little sticks, and then his feet will come out sideways like that, and these sticks, let me see. So the sticks will go into the board, and then his feet will come forward like that. And I want to put something around his hat. And I got this at Hobby Lobby, so he's carrying a little tree. And it's plastic, so it won't break. That's all I have to do to finish this. And he's been sitting in a box. This poor guy. I don't know if I made him last year or I made him the year before. He's just been sitting around. He is made of, I don't even know what it's called. It's not warm and natural, but it's like a fuzzy felt, but I forget what it's called. His nose is wool. The hat, I think, is wool. I think I made it. And I made his mittens out of wool. And then this is coffee stained cheesecloth. He is Sweet Meadows Farm pattern. Now, he's supposed to have a little book and a tree in his hand. But, you know, I got the tree in the mason jar, and then the little book. I don't know where you would get that. I don't know if she even... Let me see if she says it on here. Plush felt. That's what it's called. Plush felt. And she does not... This is from 2014. But on the... I'm going to say parts list. Supply list, she doesn't say anything about the little book. So he's just not going to have one. Anyway, he's going to be in my Etsy shop. He's a little too cutesy for me. Maybe if I grunged him up more, but I think he's going to be in Etsy shop. I am determined I'm going to finish him this week. He deserves to be finished, so he needs to be finished. Okay. Giveaway for this week. I do have a giveaway. I had asked y'all about these yo-yos and whether you would be interested in them. So I have 2 bags. I know it's not a lot in each bag. They're all Prim fabrics. So I'm going to do this as two separate winners. Give 2 people a chance. So I guess you could make like a little table mat, or, you know, like maybe a placemat or something with them. Some kind of candle mat. But I'm going to do 2 different winners. So use the word, I'm going to say the keyword quilt for these. Even though there's not, you can maybe make a doll quilt, but I think that's just an easy word to use. Just use the word quilt if you are interested in winning one of these. And again, you must be a public subscriber. And if you want to know how to do that, go back and watch the end of that giveaway video. It shows you step by step in a video. I show you click, click, click on the computer how to do it. So you can get that done. So now I'm going to go into the primitive doll stuff. So if you're not interested in that, thank you for watching. Don't forget to comment and say hi and click that thumbs up. I answer every comment. I love comments. YouTube loves when you comment. It helps my channel. And so we're going to go, remember, keyword quilt if you're interested in that. So we're going to go into some of these. Some of these I've made, and some of them I just bought, I think, last year, and I want to make. But again, sewing is not my favorite thing, but I used to make tons and tons of dolls. So I may put some of my favorites at the end in a little slideshow. So Chestnut Junction is on Etsy. I think she's on Etsy. I don't know. Chestnut Junction is on Facebook. Okay, you can follow her page. She does live videos and they're demos, they're tutorials. She'll sit there and make a whole doll with you. So it might be an hour and a half, 2 hours. Her patterns are very, very basic, very simple for beginners. Right now, she is dealing with some health issues with her mom, so she's not doing the live videos, but all of those live videos are on her Facebook page, and then she also has a YouTube page. So YouTube channel. I will put her links down below. This is one pattern that I've made before, and I think I might make it again, but I don't know if he's too cutesy for my taste now. I'm not sure. But you can see how basic that is. Real simple. It is, doesn't say how tall he is. This is from 2006. I don't know when, 16 inches. I don't know when I bought it, but it might have been that long ago because that's actually at the time when I was making a lot of dolls. So this one is Liberty Creek Primitives. Now I just bought this one last year. She has sales in her Etsy shop very often where things are like half price. So check out her shop. This I think is Warm and Natural, which I'm going to Hobby Lobby tomorrow and get some more. And it looks like she's got some kind of dried okra or something for the nose. I'm not sure what the nose is. But you could just use a piece of wool if you didn't have it. This is something that I printed out years ago off Pinterest. I don't know whose pattern it is, but those could be made with Warm and Natural and some wool for the nose. They're just really cute. And then just put some little pip berries in it. They're like little tree ornaments. This one, Lucy's, and these might not even be available anymore. I don't know. Lucy's Lazy Days Primitives. I don't know how old this is. But I made a Santa. I'll insert a picture here of the one I made. It looks a little different than this. And it says Lucy's Lazy Days Primitives.com. And it's spelled like it is here on the top. So it's D-A-Y-Z. Again, I don't know if that's still available or not. This is Sweet Peas Primitives. I think I bought this one last year too because I have not used it yet. But I thought he was a little more primitive than the other one that I just have to finish. And that looks like, let me see. Yeah, it's Warm and Natural batting is what you use for the doll, for the snowman itself. And then this one is another Liberty Creek Primitives 15-inch hanging snowman pattern. Hold on so you can see the whole thing. His name is Fred. He's very prim. And I think it is also Warm and Natural. So I have some scraps of Warm and Natural. Yeah, it's Warm and Natural. But I need to get some bigger pieces. And then this one, I really like her. This is another Chestnut Junction pattern. Let me take it out. Getting glare. She's just so simple, prim, plain looking. I really like her. So I might make her to just sit on a chair. And her name is Elizabeth. She's 26 inches tall. And here's her leg just fell out. Or her arm, actually. But, you know, you can see, I mean, these pieces, they're so simplistic. These are great for beginners. And there's her information. So you can check it out. And if you like tutorials, follow her on Facebook because she does a lot. I think her mom is with hospice right now, so she's not doing well. And she's not doing lives right now, but you can still buy the products and they'll be shipped out. So I do have a lot of primitive doll patterns. So I'm kind of a minimalist, and I told somebody one time that I don't collect anything. And they said, yeah, you do. You collect patterns. So this is sitting right here. I'll show you this. This is my punch needle or cross stitch patterns. And that's how I keep them. They're in there. So those are my cross stitch patterns that I've just accumulated since I started last November. So that's a pretty good amount just since last November. These are my primitive doll patterns. Yeah, they don't take up a whole lot of room, which is good because I don't have a whole lot of room. I just have a 1-bedroom apartment with 1 closet. There's a couple in here that like got started. You know, like I have the body made, and I've got the arms and the legs, and I've got some fabric cut. And I made this one before. I'll insert a picture of it that I finished. And I was going to make that again one year. I got in the mood, and that's as far as it got. And then in the spring this year, I bought this pattern. And I was going to make one to keep and one to sell on Etsy. And that's as far as it got. So they're pretty far along. Let me see what that's called. Cinnamon Creek Folk Art, and her name is Clementine. So that will not take much to finish it. Just it looks like I just have to make the clothes and maybe stain the fabric. But here's a question for you. I have all these patterns. They're primitive dolls. Let me know if you want me to do a pattern parade. I would do it in a separate video, and I could just show you all of these patterns. And some of these are really old, and they may not be available anymore. I'll show you a couple. This is R&K Creations, and I made this one. And I'll insert a picture if I can find it. I used to have a store, and so I don't have these things anymore. I made them and sold them. These are more recent ones that I probably already showed you. Sassafras Hill Primitives. That's another great designer. I made those and sold them. But I can show you. If you're interested, let me know, and I can go through all of these patterns. And here's another Chestnut Junction. If I can find these pictures, I'll insert the pictures of the ones I made from these patterns. But I can go through all of these and show them to you if you're interested. I don't know. If you'd be bored. And my all-time favorite, I know I have a picture of her. She's 4.5 feet tall. And I have often thought of making another one for myself, but this is Maisie May Prim and Proper Creations, 2005. And I'm going to insert the picture of her that I made. And she has a sculpted face. Her head is kind of like a ball, and you sculpt the features in the face. It's really cool. And I have pieces cut out to make more, but that's as far as I got. So a lot of you have cross-stitch whips. I guess I have doll whips. I get in the mood, and then I lose the mood. So this is something I printed out one time, and I was going to try to make it. It was in a magazine. 2013, A Primitive Place in Country Journal. And I thought, how cool would it be to make that? Imagine all the stuffing that would take, because I could do it without the pattern. I mean, you'd have to stuff him with newspaper or something. It's so huge. But I never did make it. But I thought it was cool. I mean, I don't have like a covered porch to put him out on. I have a shared breezeway in my apartment complex. So I don't know if he'd still be there in the morning. And this one I love. This guy I made. I'll insert a picture. It's Jingles the Snowman. And that is R&K Creations. So if you're interested in these, let me know. read a comment, and I'll do a pattern parade. And I'm going to show you all of these patterns. I've gotten rid of some, but I'm afraid to get rid of them because I think if I get rid of them, then I'm going to want them again. And even though I don't feel like making them now, who knows when, you know, next week I might get in the mood and feel like making them. So I'm going to insert some pictures here at the end from the yesterday, the Christmas open house. So 2 of my subscribers were there. They were sisters. It was so great to meet you girls. We just missed each other at the last meet and greet. So when Annie, the proper stitcher, was there. So I'm glad that we got to meet yesterday, and it wasn't even planned, but we were there at the same time. So I'm glad we got to meet each other. And of course I got to see Bonnie and Annie again, and I'll show pictures of their booths, their little table setups. Don't forget to comment, hit the thumbs up. If you're interested in these, use the word quilt. Make sure you're a public subscriber and ring that bell for notifications so you don't miss any videos. I will see you on the next one. Bye, everybody. Okay, I'm going to tell you how to change your settings to be public. You're going to go up here in the right corner, see that, right up there, and you're going to click on your icon, and that comes up, and then you're going to scroll down to settings. Click on settings. Then go over here to the left on privacy, click on that, and right here it says subscriptions. Keep all my subscriptions private. I do not have mine clicked on, so if I click on it, it turns blue. Now my subscriptions are private. That is what YouTube does by default. So to be public subscriber, you want to unclick that so that it's black. And now you're a public subscriber. So then if I go back, I can check it, go to YouTube, click over here on your icon again. And even though you don't produce videos, you still have a channel. So click on where it says your channel. And then right here it says channels again. Click on that. And you'll see all the ones that you are subscribed to. If you don't see any videos there or any channels, that means you're still private and you need to go back and check it again. So that's how you do it.